My name is Anoriel and welcome to my channel. Here we do reactions, mostly on BL and GL content and mostly from Asian countries. And today we are watching KinnPorsche episode 9. Yes, I'm a bit late. Yes, I know. As usual, it's because I do these when I feel like it. Because, yeah. Last week I even asked you if you wanted me to drop it because I realized like every other reactor get like 10,000 views on their reactions on this series. I get 150, 200. And I kind of get death threats and stuff like that because I don't like the show. So I asked you if you really wanted me to drop it, but the ones who spoke up actually wanted me to continue. And there was this one comment that really sparked something in me that, when the fandom dies down in a month or maybe a year or whatever, and they realize that this might not have been the best thing since sliced bread or whatever, they will start looking for reactors who might had a different opinion. And then I will be here and I will not be ashamed of my opinion. So yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're not gonna drop it. We're gonna stick to it to the end. We have 5 episodes with this one left. Let's just try and stick it out. I know it hurts my channel. Like, I see how many unsubscribed people I get every episode. I know I would be way over 1,000 if I just didn't do this show. But I don't want to be bullied to stop doing this. Like, yeah, just because I don't like it. And then you might ask, but why do you watch it then if you don't like it? Why do you torture yourself by watching something you don't like? Because this is a very much part of a larger conversation about, the media we consume, how we market that media, what damage this can do to the community that I am actually a part of, and there is a bigger picture here. It's not just a TV series. You could think that, oh, but it's just a TV series, give it up. But the people who send me death threats because I don't like it is also not just seeing it as a TV series. It's a cultural phenomenon, and someone needs to be another voice in that craziness. And I guess that was me this time. And because I realized that, I am going to continue, even if I feel like I'm a broken freaking record and says the same thing every week. So yeah, and if you didn't get it by all of this, no, this is not my favorite show. And if you can't take me criticizing your favorite show, go to another reactor. They're bending over backwards to justify how great the show is, even if you can tell that they don't think so. But yeah, go and watch one of those. I will not act for you. I will not try and gloss over what I think. I will try to explain why I think the way I think and just not say it's bad. But I will not try and bend over backward justifying a bad show. That's that. We have a little bit of discussion that I wanted to do. I didn't prepare anything. I should have, but life has been crazy. So we're gonna try and have some coffee and talk from the heart and see where we end up. Sorry if it's gonna be rambling and long. Be prepared. I got a lot of issues with this show. A few of them are political and the policies and things that we see going on in the background of this show, which I know it's not the show. Like, the show is its own entity, but since I said like this is part of a larger conversation in a community that yeah, it's already marginalized, and this is not helping. It's hard not to look at the politics and what is going on with the marketing and behind the scenes of this show, and not judge the show with that in mind as well. I mean, look at Two Moons, for example, or Two Moons 2. It is hard to say that you like that show when you know the crap that was going on, like sexual harassment and not being paid, and look how they are treating Two Moons 3 or whatever it's going to be called when it finally airs, because we all know that company sucks. So we judge the show with that, even if it's not the actor's fault. Like, it could be the best show in the world, it's still gonna get a lot of crap because the company sucks. Here, you kind of need to know how paid content farming works to understand that this company, that's where the money went. They are paying people to write comments, to do rumors, to do leaks, to do upvotes on reaction videos, to block other reaction videos who aren't positive. Like, they are very much like, I can't get my reactions up anymore. The people who criticize this series, we can't get through. I stopped even try to put it out without a mask, if you haven't noticed, because I can't, they don't let it through. They are very much setting the frame for who is allowed to speak up around this show and how. And yeah, I can probably maybe my channel will get reported for outing them, but yeah, I work with these questions every day. I know what paid content farming looks like. I had like a gazillion downloads on my KP videos. Almost all of them are gone now because YouTube saw that they are paid downvotes. They were paid to do that, so they banned all of those accounts and took away all the downvotes on the videos that those accounts had done. That only happens, like, the amount that disappeared only happens if it was a content farm that got like kicked out of YouTube. So I can absolute certain say that yes, Beyond Cloud pays people to go out and make comments, upvote or downvote, to release leaks on Twitter, TikTok, wherever. They pay people to do that, to create false rumors, false scandals, whatever. And people are falling for it. Like, I don't know how, because we literally get a press release every freaking week. No other company has done this, ever. There has, there is something wrong here, people. And these kind of things, these kind of, big data, how they do this, has one election. We have had the Cambridge Analytica scandal, Trump election, like, look at Russia and Ukraine. Oh God, I can't mention that, but yeah, figure it out. These kind of guerrilla marketing tactics, they win elections, they start wars, they start political things, like they are a cause of abortion right being targeted in the United States. They are used for so many malicious things. That is why the European government tries to stop this by having the GDPR. It's not perfect, but at least it's something that tells companies that, you can't use the personal data in this way. But it doesn't matter because we freely give away our personal data by signing up to Google, who is an American company, by signing up to TikTok, who's a Chinese company. We're selling our own data without realizing it, and we don't know what people do with it. But this is what they do with it. And yeah, I mean, look at Depp and Amber Heard. That trial, like, yeah. The marketing tactics that this company use, I can't stand behind them. Like, it goes against every fiber of my body. Like, I just can't. So that is one issue I have with this, but that is beside how the show is. It's just, it's hard not to have that in the back of my mind when I watch the show. But yeah, that is one big problem I have with this. And because it leads to fan wars, and it leads to people being threatened, and it leads to bullying, and it leads to, you know, this heated conversation that we're having. Then there is the script. Like, I haven't read the book. I don't think it's, people say the book is awesome. It's probably a pretty good book. I haven't read it, but I guess it's pretty good. I mean, it got picked up to a series. It can't be super bad, but I don't think it's brilliant. Probably it's okay. And when Beyond Cloud took over, they have 3 scriptwriters, plus the 2 authors, plus 3 directors that are all trying to come together to one vision without a showrunner, from what I can see. And here I blame the production company, because they are the money people. They should have hired someone to say, this is the vision, you all have to go to this. I don't care what you think. This is what we're doing. You're just here to help, your extra hands. But they didn't do that because we don't have a coherent story. You can't tell me we have a coherent story. Like, there is a mood change in every episode. We never know if we're gonna get dark and gritty or comedy. And I mean, even the actors are giving up by now. I saw Perth before this episode tweeting like, if you didn't know, KinnPorsche is a comedy show, and episode 9 is gonna prove that to you. I think he was ironic, but you know, you get what I mean. He could tweet that ironically because it has been a comedy show. When they were selling as a dark and gritty show, I was expecting somewhere between Dexter and Game of Thrones. Like, where I didn't sympathize with anybody, but it's still awesome. Like, and I'm not getting that. I am not, like, Kinn should be like Jeffrey, someone you hate but you can't look away from. And he's not. Like, yeah. But they were so hell-bent on selling this love story, and they didn't know how to sell a real Stockholm Syndrome, been in the cellar for 20 years, kidnapped victim syndrome story. So they had to do, yeah. And you could do gray character as well. You could do like gray area characters, but they haven't even done that, in my opinion. It's just meh. And yeah, so that is another big problem with this series. Like, where is that dark and gritty mafia story? I was with angst and character I don't sympathize with, but still can't look away from. And I know everybody says, oh, wait until Vega's story starts, but from my understanding, it didn't even start in this episode. And then we only have 4 episodes left before this season is over. And from my understanding, that Vegas Pete arc is pretty, like, it has its own book. So, yeah. My I think they have baited us with that story because they knew everybody was going to hype it up so badly. So I think we're just going to see like 4 minutes of it, and then they're going to say, if you want this to continue, please pay us for a season 2. And people will do it because people want to see that story. Yeah. And we could go into a lot of other things that is going on in the background, but those are mostly rumors I have heard from some of my connections, and they're not, I can't really, I don't want to spread false rumors, and there is nothing I can confirm about them, but there are some shit going on behind the scenes as well. And you can kind of tell because that kind of misogynist, mask on mask thing is spreading out, yeah. And then once again, the whole politics around this series, the whole bending over backwards, trying to justify a rape and that Kinn is a rapist, and that freaks me out as well. It has nothing to do with the series as it's portrayed, I guess, but that conversation freaks me out because, yeah. In Sweden, we have a lot of research around this, and like 1 of every 3rd person is gonna be sexual harassed or raped in their lifetime. And that's when we look at both male and female. It is significantly worse for females, but it happens for males as well, especially in the gay community. There is also a lot of research saying that a rapist is going to try or someone who sexually harassed someone in their life is going to try to justify that by, not looking at the whole. Every time they see this kind of behavior, they're not going to call it out. They're going to bend over backwards and say that, oh, well, the victim forgave him and blah, 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 blah. Have you ever seen a real raped victim forgive someone in 6 days? And being mentally sound and healthy and not suffer from some kind of trauma? Because I haven't. And I've been in trauma therapy, like group trauma therapy. Trust me. No one is sane after 6 days. You might think you are, but you're not. Not really. So yeah, that kind of freaks me out because a lot of the reactors are bending over backwards trying to justify what he did, and with that research in mind, yeah, not gonna call them out, but feeling unsafe here, people, feeling a bit unsafe here. So yeah, but we are continuing this. That was long, like 20 minutes long, told ya. What happened last episode? I can't even remember. Yeah, they were on a date, right? They were on a date. The entire episode was them on a date, and then at the very end, the ex showed up, and there was like this trying to portray Tawan as a ghost, but they did such a poor job that how did you even believe that was a ghost? I don't know. That was basically what happened. I could summarize that in 30 seconds. That was the entire episode. Okay, let's dive in and I will talk to you afterwards.
ไม่เจอกันนานเลยนะคิน
ยังไม่ตายอีกเหรอ
ก็ตั้งแต่วันนั้นพวกอิตาเลียนมันก็เอาตัวตะวันไป
ก่อนหน้าเนี่ยตะวันก็ทำงานให้แก๊งอิตาเลียนอยู่แล้วนี่
ก็ตอนนั้นพวกมันจับครอบครัวตะวันไปขู่ตะวันไม่มีทางเลือกก็เลยต้องขายข้อมูลตระกูลหลักไป ตะวันขอโทษนะคิน ที่ตะวันโกหก แต่ความรู้สึกที่ตะวันมีให้คินมาตลอด ตะวันไม่เคยโกหกเลยนะ
You show up in a very convenient, you know.
ต้องการอะไร
Just when he started to
Kim,
move
don't show
on,
no
you
one.
show up.
พวกมันจะฆ่าตะวัน เพราะตะวันมีข้อมูลของคนที่อยู่เบื้องหลังพวกอิตาเลียน แต่ตะวันไม่มีโอกาสได้เจอคินสักทีหนึ่ง
Seems very convenient.
ตอนนี้ผมก็เป็นคนหนึ่งที่อยากจะฆ่าตะวันเหมือนกันขังมันไว้ก่อนพรุ่งนี้เช้าค่อยคุยกัน
บ้านนี้อ่านง่ายจะตายป่านนี้ก็คงจะโหวตกันอยู่ว่าจะเอายังไงต่อ แทนคุณ คงจะโหวตให้รีบฆ่าทิ้ง ส่วนคุณกรณ์ก็คงจะมองภาพกว้าง เลือกเก็บไว้ใช้ประโยชน์ต่อ สุดท้ายก็ต้องขึ้นอยู่กับคิน ว่าเขาจะเลือกอะไร
Mm-hmm.
คินเขาจะเลือกอะไรก็คงเป็นสิ่งที่เหมาะที่สุดกับตระกูลของเขา
หรือว่าเลือกสิ่งที่เหมาะที่สุดกับหัวใจเขาเอง
That dude is placed there to do stuff. That is so obvious. It's not even. They're not even trying. Like.
เราตกลงจะให้ความคุ้มครองแลกกับหลักฐานความผิดทุกอย่าง ของคนที่อยู่เบื้องหลังแก๊งอิตาเลียน ตอนนั้นผมเจออยู่ในแม่น้ำแบตมันเสียจะเปลี่ยนให้ล่ะ
Are you giving
Hindi
him a
yun, no?
phone?
คิน คิน นี่จำได้ปะที่ญี่ปุ่นปะ
เกาหลี
ญี่ปุ่นไม่ใช่เหรอ ไม่เชื่อดูรูป
Porsche. Jealousy. Mm-hmm.
เกาหลีจริงด้วยวะ
นี่เกาหลี
จำได้เลยที่ไปดูใบไม้เปลี่ยนสีด้วยกันครั้งแรกใช่ไหม แล้วเราก็ไปคล้องกุญแจกันด้วย คล้องทำไมก็ไม่รู้ แล้วกินก็พาหลง เตือนโคตรนานวันนั้นอย่างเหนื่อย
ไม่มี
มีดิคินอย่าเถียงตะวัน
ไม่มี
มีคินจะจำไม่ได้ได้ยังไงฮะ พาหลงนั่งนานวันนั้นอ่ะ
ไม่มี
มี
Ah.
มีประชุมไม่ใช่เหรอครับ คุณคิน
Mm-hmm.
ประชุมแล้ววะ
Ah.
คิดสิครับ
Think about it. Yeah. Just go.
อ๋อ ประชุม มึงไม่บอกกูเร็วกว่านี้วะ
ประชุม
ตั้งใจประชุมนะคิน
Yeah. Porsche is there to, keep you away from each other. I think that's why they put Porsche there, because everybody knows. Dad knows. Everybody knows. Or at least that's what I would have done. Put the yellow boyfriend with the ex-boyfriend. Someone was pretty smart somewhere, but
มึงโอเคไหม
ไม่ค่อยอะ
มึงกินยาหรือยังวะเนี่ย
หมด คืนนี้พีทไม่อยู่ห้อง ไปดูหนังกับแทนคุณถึงเช้าเลยอะสงสัยคืนนี้เขาคงต้องนอนคนรอทั้งคืนอะ
งั้นเดี๋ยวกูไป
ไม่ต้อง
ปราณนารีกระบวนท่าที่หนึ่งรู้ว่าแกร่ง แต่แกล้งอ่อนแอบ้างก็ได้
ถ้ามึงอยากช่วยกูจริงๆอะเช็ดตัวให้กูก็พอ
เอางั้นเหรองั้นเดี๋ยวกูไปเอาผ้าเช็ดตัว
ไม่ต้อง กูเตรียมไว้ให้หมดแล้ว
If you had this ring to do that, why didn't you just take a shower? Yeah. But then, you know, they don't really understand what this type of socks.
ปราณนารีกระบวนท่าที่สองลองคุมเกมบ้าง อย่าให้ข้าศึกในดังเดิม
Get what he's doing, like, but yeah.
ยกแขนหน่อย
โอ้
มึงโอเคไหมเนี่ย
No, he's horny, but okay.
กินกูหนาว
โอเคอันนี้กูห่มผ้า
กูว่า
เฮ้ยพอดทำไมวันนี้มึงตัวยาวๆจังวะ
มึงตาฝาดแล้ว
Go to bed. Go to bed.
กูว่ากูเมาแล้ว
Yep.
กูไปนอนดีกว่า
Yep. Good choice.
พันเดสลังเฮโอฮาลีลัง
เอาไงดีวะ
ไม่รู้ว่ะ
แต่แบบนี้ก็เสียวดีเหมือนกันนะเว้ย
บ้า
เฮ้ย กูจะเล่าซีรีส์เรื่องนี้ให้ฟัง แม่งโคตรสนุก ตอนจบนะ
But yeah, he's drunk enough so he can't. He will just remember bits and pieces of weird things. So probably not gonna, you know, remember that much.
ไอพีทเฮ้ย
แต่พี่พีทมันทำอะไร
อ๋อ พอดีวันนี้วันหยุดครับ เลยอยากจะมาทำบุญ
อ๋อ เอ้ย พอดีเลย เนี่ย เดี๋ยวตอนบ่ายจะมีพระเทศน์ด้วย พี่พีทอยู่กับผมนะ ช่วงเนี้ยเฮียเขาเป็นอะไรก็ไม่รู้ อยู่ดีๆ ก็สนใจในพระธรรมขึ้นมา เอาเป็นว่า ไปฟังเป็นเพื่อนผมนะ
พอดีผมมีธุระครับ ผมต้องรีบไปแล้ว
เดี๋ยวก่อน
ไหนบอกว่าวันหยุดไง ตั้งใจมาทำบุญไม่ใช่หรอ
ไปเถอะนะ ฟังเทศน์เนี่ยดี ไป
จะเอางั้นเหรอครับ
พระรูปเนี้ย เทศน์สนุก
โอ้
ไปกัน เร็ว
เดี๋ยว โอ้ตาย
บุคคลใดที่รักษาศีลแล้วนำไปปฏิบัติอย่างเคร่งครัด บุคคลนั้นก็จะมีแต่ความสุขความเจริญ เพราะศีลนั้นมีหลักประกันอยู่ศีลข้อที่หนึ่งคือหลักประกันชีวิตศีลข้อที่สองก็คือหลัก
คุณเวกัส
ประกัน
ชอบฟังเทศน์เหรอครับ
ศีลข้อที่สาม
ไม่ดีหรอก
ก็คือหลักประกัน
จิตใจจะได้สงบ หรือพิดว่าไง
เอวังก็มีด้วยประการละชนี
Hmm.
ตั้งใจกรวด
I
น้ำรับพร
don't want them to be cute together, but you know. We know that Vegas
คุณเวกัส
saw
จะเอาที่
that
กดน้ำเพิ่มไหมครับ เดี๋ยวผมเดินไปหยิบมาให้
Pete is I don't
ทำบุญ
know
ร่วม
if he's
ชาติ
religious, but he was the only
ตักบา
one
ตรร่
who
วมขัน
like acknowledged.
ชาติหน้าเรา
I
จะได้มา
think
เจอ
it
กัน
was Vega's mom's photo on the wall and the Buddhist kind of thing there when they were
ยะ
at his home.
วริวหา
And
ปุ
we
รา
saw that
ปา
Vegas
ริ
was
ปุเรนติสาคารังเอวะเมวะอิโตจินังเปตานังอุปกปปติธัมมาวัฏติอายุวันโนสุขังพลัง
Yeah, stop touching me. You're making me uncomfortable. I don't know where he touched, but
ฝากไปเทให้ด้วยนะ
ครับ
yeah, they left because they knew you were there.
เฮ้ย ฟังอะไรอยู่วะ
ภาคบอล
คู่ไหนอ่ะ
คู่เล็กมึงไม่รู้จักหรอก
Go
เฮ้ย
away.
กูชอบเชียร์คู่เล็ก ลีกไหน สเปน อังกฤษ อิตาลี ไอ้ที่เอาเปียจบนะ
ผมให้ความคุ้มครองแล้ว แล้วไหนล่ะหลักฐานเอาผิดไอ้พวกทรยศ
ใจร้อนเหมือนเดิมเลยนะคิน
ผมถามว่าอยู่ที่ไหน
อยู่ที่มีแต่ตะวันเท่านั้นที่รู้
พรุ่งนี้ผมกับพอสจะไปเอาหลักฐาน
ไม่ แค่ตะวันกับคิน2 คน
ทำไม
No.
เพราะตะวันไม่ไว้ใจใครไงคิน คินก็รู้ไม่ใช่หรอว่ามีสายของพวกนั้นอยู่ที่นี่ ดีไม่ดีกาดคนไหนสักคนอาจจะเป็นสายของพวกนั้นก็ได้
Well, that's probably true, but you know.
คินรู้ใช่ไหมใครอยู่เบื้องหลังพวกทรยศ จริงๆแล้วคินก็ไม่ไว้ใจพวกตระกูลรองอยู่แล้วไม่ใช่หรอ
แต่เรื่องนี้มันคื
แต่
อ
ตะวันจะไม่เอาความปลอดภัยของตะวันไปเสี่ยงกับความใจอ่อนของคิน คินเลือกเอาแล้วกัน คินจะไปกับตะวันแค่2 คน หรือไม่ คินก็จะไม่เห็นหลักฐานชิ้นนี้อีกเลย
Porsche is gonna follow them. It's gonna be screwed up. The evidence that I don't think even exists is gonna be
They are
destroyed. And Porsche is gonna be accused to betray them. You should know better than to drink with him, though. It never turned out very well. Why is he doing this again?
แวะมาคุยงานกับคุณกรณ์เหรอ
ถ้าหมอผมไว้มาหาพอได้ เรื่องคืนนั้นน่ะ ผมขอโทษนะ
ช่างมันเถอะ
ผมดีใจนะที่พอสไม่โกรธ ช่วงนี้มีข่าวลือไม่ดีเกี่ยวกับผมเหรอ
ทำไมถึงคิดงั้นอ่ะ
เพราะคนในบ้านนี้มองผมแปลกๆอะแถมพี่รองยังส่งพีทมาสะกดรอยตามผมด้วย
บังเอิญเปล่า
ผมว่าไม่อะเรื่องนี้ผมชินแล้ว ตั้งแต่ผมจำความได้อะมีงานสกปรกก็โยนให้เราทำผมมีเรื่องอะไรก็สงสัยเราก่อนตลอด พอดถ้าวันหนึ่งพี่ลองอ่ะ สั่งให้พอดมาเก็บผมอ่ะ อย่าให้มันทรมานมากได้ไหม
เฮ้ย
อยู่นิ่งๆนะคิน
Yeah, it's there, but he's not gonna take it. Yeah, okay. Because he wants Porsche to see them.
เจอหรือยังวะ
Or he just wants Kin to be horny, I don't know.
ตะวันบอกแล้วใช่ไหมว่าตะวันไม่ได้โกหกเชื่อตะวันได้หรือยัง
Yeah, and here comes Porsche. Because you're also not that smart and super jealous.
นี่คินคงไม่ได้สั่งให้พอสมาสะกดรอยตามพวกเราใช่ไหมตะวันเอะใจตั้งแต่แรกแล้วตั้งแต่พอสเข้าไปทำลับๆล่อๆในห้องบอกแล้วว่าพอสไว้ใจไม่ได้
So you gotta trust.
เอามันไปขัง
ไอ้เคน
เดี๋ยวเรียกประชุมใหญ่
ไอ้เคน
กูไม่เคยเชื่อใจใครทั้งนั้น
Yeah.
ไอ้เคน
หลังจากนี้ผมก็คงจะไม่มีอะไรจะมาหาพี่ มากวนพี่ จะเป็นอะไรหรือเปล่าครับ
Such like
ผม
I know he's like 18 or something, and like he's gonna start uni in a few months. Usually you are around 18 when you do that. I know the actor is 17, but he's around that age in this series as well. And he's like, but they have made him so cute. Yeah, that was kind of obvious.
คือผมบนเอาไว้ว่าถ้าผมสอบผ่าน ผมอยากจะมาทำสิ่งที่แบบ ระบายแต่งสีสันลงบนหัวใจที่เงียบงัน
Yeah, we know. We saw the smile before. You have really conflicted feelings about this. You used him, but then you started to see how adorable he is, and he is something completely different from what you are used to. He's so freaking innocent.
กูไม่เชื่อว่าอีพอสมันจะหักหลัง กูว่าไอ้ตะวันมันใจร้าย
The only smart one
ม
in
อง
this
จากดาวอัง
family.
คารรู้เลย
Yeah.
ไม่ใช่ว่า
We
ไง
all could. We all could. It's not.
แต่ที่แกทำมาดีแล้วนะไม่งั้นในลูกน้องคนอื่น มีกระด้างกระเดื่องแน่ ผมจะไปเคลียร์กับมัน ขอแค่เชื่อใจผม
กูว่าแล้วว่ามึงต้องเชื่อ
Wrong person.
อย่าไปกับผมนะพอด
Well, that was KinnPorsche episode 9. I don't. Was this supposed to be a mystery story? A betrayal story? Where was the tension? Like Takun? Tankun? What's his face name? Like him? He said it. We could see it from freaking Mars! Like, where was the surprise? Where was the... Maybe it's because everybody's been spoiling the book right and wrong and here and there, and I don't know. Or maybe it's because I love mystery novels, or maybe it's because, you know. But not a single thing in this episode surprised me. Like, I think I even told you most of it 10-15 minutes before it even happened. It was... I'm sorry, but you probably watched the episode before, so you know. Wait, what? And this is why I don't write stories, because I know this would be the level I wrote them at, and this is not good. This is like... Yeah, you... No. And yeah. It was a comedy show. There was nothing dark or twisted or anything about it. Like, it was comedy, pure comedy. And when he said, lock Porsche up, like, yeah, I saw that miles away, like miles away. It's the first thing I actually seen that is supposed to be a bit in line with the character I imagine Kim to be. So I don't know why if people were surprised about that, because like, I would have been more surprised if he didn't do it. And maybe I would like, that is, well, no, because if he didn't do it, that would have been more in line with the characters they've been showing us, but not the character that told us he was gonna be. So yeah, it's a bit weird. He had a personality change again, but I don't know. Yeah. I still don't know. Like, there are no consequences, there are no tensions, there is no build up to anything. It's just random scenes once again. I think this was supposed to be a suspension episode, like where you like was on the edge of your seat and was like, oh my god, what is happening? What is happening? Oh, what is happening? Oh, what is... And I was bored. I was so bored. I almost fell asleep because I knew every scene that was gonna happen before it even happened. And I've been avoiding spoilers. Like, I've been silencing my entire Twitter not to get spoilers. So I didn't know anything about this beforehand. I knew about the kiss on the cheek between Kim and Porsche. I knew about that. But the rest of it, I just knew that people thought it was a bit silly, the episode. And I agree, it's a bit silly. Yeah, I don't know, people. I don't know. And yeah, the thing I said in the beginning, like with the research about, people who bend over backwards and trying to defend an abuser, and that they often might have been in the gray area themselves. We have a saying here in Sweden, like everybody knows a victim, but nobody knows a rapist. And that's kind of true. Like everybody knows someone who's been around sexual harassment or rape or anything like that, but no one, if you ask them, knows a rapist. Nuh-uh. Mm-mm. But everybody knows at least one victim. Because, then you have to examine your own. Could I been one of those that sexually harassed someone or went over the line, did something that was dub-con or non-con? Like, could I be one of those? And then you get uncomfortable and a lot of people don't want to go there. So they bend over backwards trying to say, but this situation is okay, because it reminds them of a situation they have been in themselves. And that is one of the scary things with this series, that we see it so often. So often. And I know this is gonna be controversial. If this video blows up, oh god, I'm gonna have a field day probably in my DMs and everywhere. But let's do it. Yeah. Let's go all out. What else could go wrong with this? Like, I don't even care anymore. But yeah, no. I don't know. I still like the Porsche Kim scenes. They make sense. Yes, I know people are like, oh, the age gap. But once again, look at like Cutie Pie. Kua is half a year older than Porsche, more or less. Lian is older than Kim is. Did we hear anything about grooming or, and there we can almost talk about grooming, because he was always like 10 years older in that. And they grew up together, and it was always like the entire family groomed him into being sexually attractive to this very much older man. Here? Nah. Okay, he used him to get information, but he didn't get any information. And somewhere along the line, he started to see this teenager as a very innocent person who just smiles at the world, because Porsche has protected him from everything. Which I still don't know how he did, because Porsche is, the Porsche we know. How the heck did he raise this kid to be sensible and adorable? But I think the problem that people have is that he is adorable. He is very, very, very cute. Which makes people think he's a lot younger than he actually is. But if you remember, he was at orientation for university selection at the start of this show. He is going to university in like a few months. It's not like he's 10 or 12. He is way over the consent age in Thailand, which is 15. Yes, Kim is older, but it's not... It was a kiss on the cheek and a hug. Yeah. I don't know. their story is still interesting to me. I want to see how Porsche handles if Kim ever tells him why he's started to talk to him. If he tells him the background of their relationship and who he is. That would be interesting. Because I don't think Porsche will just take it, even if he idolized this man. Like you do when you're a teenager. And he's probably seeing him as a safe harbor, like someone who's adult and, you know, someone who is comfortable in their own sexuality and can help them, and yeah. But the rest of it, it's, I don't know. It was, I guess, it was another episode. I think I sound like a broken record when I say, yeah, didn't really make sense. It was still, yeah. Still don't know where we're going. What is the main story here? What is happening? Like, yeah. But that was it. I will talk to you next time. Bye.